Right, chat. We are with Cosmo, also known as the evil twin,
Evil brother. Evil twin, evil brother.
of Marlin. But you guys aren't the same age, though, are you?
He's born 2001 and I'm 99, so yeah,
Oh,
two
okay.
two
So
years.
it'd be impossible for you guys to be twins. Yeah, man. So talk about yourself a little bit. Where are you from? I guess tell me the origin story. What's going on with that?
Yeah, so I'm from Sweden. I'm one of the smaller cities in Sweden. I mean we both are, so we born and raised here. Uh, yeah, a little bit of the situation with my brother. I feel like it's there's a lot of speculations and accusations, whatever you want to say, but yeah. So like you said yourself, now I'm known as the evil brother because people just assume and be click how do you say clickbaiting me online and
Clip farming.
you
Yeah.
know, clip farming, that's the word, yeah. But nah, so the situation, I mean, I could tell you the story if you want me to run it back a little bit so you can get a little, or people can get a little overview of the situation, how it actually went down,
Mhm.
and why we're actually not speaking at the moment. So basically, what happened was that he was staying in Sweden for a bit. He was streaming. He started to do his little streaming career over here, and it went pretty well. So we saw each other at the time. I think at least like once, twice a week, I would say, because they stayed actually like 10 minutes from where I stay at right now. And yeah, so we was working out together back to back, and FaceTime calls, whatever it was. But then we went together and bought his camera. I helped him a little bit with the setup and stuff. And then he was like, "Yeah, should I stream?" I was like, "Yeah, you should definitely stream." And I didn't even know too much about the streaming. Like when I was thinking about streaming, I was like, okay, gamers, like people do like Black Ops 6 or whatever it is, like streaming that.
Mhm.
But yeah, then I saw people actually on TikTok like posting hella, like lacing them, and so I was like, okay, is that what you want to do? And then basically what happened was that he, fast forward, he came up a little bit and went to the States, came back, went to the States, and then I think he had to get his, what is it, like a visa? Yeah, you had to like not green card, it's like a visa or something.
Like student
And
visas.
yeah, 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 to actually just properly stay. Because you know how it be in the States, they be like super strict with like, oh, why are you coming back so much, that, this and that. But yeah, so then he went away, and I mean, kind of blew up like crazy pretty quick. And I feel like our little relationship, like that was always been quite good, start to disappear a little bit.
Right.
So what I would wanted to do was like, what, I was actually on TikTok live, and I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna surprise him. So I was like, what, might as well go to, I think it was in Miami at the time, because he was not the first, because I think he went to like Miami like 3 times. So
Mhm.
first time was himself, when he did the, like cell 25, when he shaved his hair and all this stuff, stayed at different hotels, and then he came back and then he went again. So I think it was like third time. So I was like, oh shit, I haven't even been seeing him in like 3 4 months. So I was like, okay, who can I actually reach out to? Because he wasn't that quite popular at the time. So it was like easy for me to just like maybe like surprise him and stuff. So I was like, maybe I should just reach Lacey. But at the same time, I had like, I think I still have like 15K on Instagram, so it's like nothing. I was like, bro, there's no chance they're gonna see my DM if I send on Instagram. So I was like, should I use my TikTok? Oh, so I was like, okay, now I'm gonna ask my followers, and it was like, bro, just text Drew, Lacey's cameraman. And I was like, yeah, low key, because he had like 4K or something, I think. So I texted Drew, and as I'm on TikTok live, I said it out loud as well. And I think he was on stream. So people from my TikTok was like, bro, um, your brother's trying to surprise you, da 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 da. I was like, shit, bro, then I'm fucked. So I texted Drew, and he was actually like down. He was like, bro, let's set it up. We can for sure like surprise your brother. And I was like, yes, but please not doing it on stream. So he think that I'm just gonna come to me like Fade's house and just cloud chase, you know what I mean? Because he knows
Mhm.
that no one knows that he has a brother. So people will be like, oh, there's two of you. Okay, let's put you on then. You know what I mean? So it'll probably
Yeah.
be like that kind of situation. And the thing is, so I tasted Drew, and he was like, yeah, we can manage to do that. But since he knew it now, he actually called me after the TikTok live and his own live. he was like, bro, you're always trying to do the same thing as me. Like, you're always trying to do this and that. I was like, bro, I literally just tried to surprise you because I haven't even seen you in months, you know?
Mhm.
He was like, yeah, like, screw that. Like, you're just probably trying to come in here, like, show face, like, just blow up yourself. I was like, okay, but even if that was the plan, how could that be wrong? You and me doing streaming and we could blow up together and it'd be like crazy big, you know what I mean?
Right, right, right.
So that was basically like the first stage of the story that kind of evolved to like a bigger thing later on, since he was, he was still got bigger and bigger on Twitch. So that kind of, we kind of talked it out at the time. I was like, okay, maybe I'm like, too on or something. I will give you some time. And he was like, yeah, just give me my time. I just want to blow up first. And then when I'm big enough, I could just fly you out, fly the family out, then you can just chill with me. I was like, yeah, we don't even have to do things on stream. I literally just want to come, be with you. Because the thing is, like, long story short, I never been with my brother on like a proper vacation or something like that, having like, that alone time. And he knows my kind of goals, just like you were doing. I want to do like fitness. I was like, okay, maybe I could go like suit culture with him without no stream and stuff and just record and, do my own stuff. Maybe there's people there I could bump into, you never know. So that was kind of like my plan, but he took it so wrong. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna give his time for a little bit. And what happened was later on is that kind of just threw the situation like even more worse. It was that when he was on the ski trip with who was that girl again? Do you remember when he went to that ski trip with was it like Chanel? I think it was Chanel or something.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, like I don't watch him, and for anyone
Okay, okay,
for
yeah,
anyone wondering, right? So this is the reason why I brought you on here. I just wanted like something like on the internet that kind of people can look to as like a reference towards like you and your relationship, because I see a lot of like clips online, right? So it would be unfair to you for someone to judge you based off like a 30-second clip, and it would be
yeah.
unfair to him for someone to
To him
judge
as well.
him off like a 30-second
Exactly.
clip. So we're just gonna get into the
Yeah,
full
yeah,
story here. I mean,
yeah,
personally, like I don't really care either way, but I
yeah,
think it's like entertaining. So
yeah,
yeah, I mean, one thing I will say is like I always try and put people on, myself, like I've collabed with like a lot of like small people who don't have like big
yeah,
followings, and like try and help them out. It's just like a nice thing to do. For you to not
yeah,
want to collab with your own brother, I think is like,
yeah,
I mean, it's a little bit crazy. I'm sure he has his reasoning for doing so, but I feel like also like if he's gonna like accuse you of like clout chasing, right? I
yeah,
feel like it doesn't, that like aspect of it doesn't make sense like
yeah.
when it comes to the fact that you were just trying to like see him, right? And you were like, I don't even want to do. So what, do you think like he's just super focused on his grind, he just has to shut everyone out, and that's like why he's doing that? Or do you think there's like some other reason? Are you,
Bro,
maybe he's afraid of you coming to the States and people
yes,
networking with
that's
you,
the
and that's
thing.
so that's what you think
Yeah.
it is. You
And bro, I'll be so real. I don't care what people's gonna say after this clip or whatever, but bro, this is the real story I'm telling. So this is the thing with me and him, that growing up we always been like, oh, he played the A team on the soccer team, I played the B team, oh, it was problem, oh, he did score that goal, I did not, it's always been like that. And even with sports, like I played basketball first, then he came in playing basketball. But the thing is, the difference between me and him is like, I'm just like you, like I love putting people on those. So if I was in his situation, I'd be so real, people, it's not gonna believe what I say, but if I was in his situation right now, he was at home having a kid. Like, doesn't matter if he had a kid or not, because
So explain that too. So you're at home with a kid. You also have your sister,
yeah,
and he's in the States doing his thing, making money, and there's
yeah,
no contact. Like there's no like, hey, how's your daughter? How's
no,
okay?
no, nothing. So that's what I'm seeing. So what I'm thinking is, oh, if I was over there doing this, making this, having this, I would be like, bro, do you need any help? Come on, let me put you on. Let me fly you over. Let me fly you over, and we don't have to stream. If you want to stream, let me put you on. If you want to work out, we can work out. If you don't want to be around cameras, we don't have to do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's super simple. And also, like, as a dad now myself, I'd be like, bro, at least if you don't want to talk to me, that's fine. Like, I'm grown, but go text my sister or something. which I know they haven't, like, he's calling my mom, he's calling my sister, and that's fine. It's literally only me he's not speaking to. But I'm thinking like, bro, I have a whole ass kid that loves Marlon, and Marlon loves Nilea, like my kid's name. And they used to be like this. So at least maybe like try to call my mom to reach out to Nilea and like on FaceTime something, you know, but there's nothing. So that's why I'd be like, bro, how can you not see these things? Like it's not about that cloud chasing. It's not about, for me, it's only like, bro, I'm your brother. Why not do things together? You know what I mean? But the thing is, and this is the only answer, I know it, like we've been having we've been texting about this, like back and forth, like arguing and da 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 da. Like, he don't want to put me on because he wants to be the only one doing it himself. Do you know what I mean? Because there is two of us. Yes, like we quite similar. Like, some people think we look alike, some people we don't. Like, we almost the same person when it comes to also like personality wise, like, when it comes to humor, all this stuff. So he knows that himself, that if I came to the States and started to stream, even myself, I will blow up exactly the same as big as him, like 110%. And people know that too. But the thing is, I have some supporters, he has some supporters, and people is on my ass saying, bro, you're just trying to leech off your brother, do your own thing, take care of your family. Yeah, but bro, that's what I'm trying to do. So why not doing it? You know what I mean? There's no difference between me and him. So don't think that I won't be in the same position. Do you know what I mean? So, like you said yourself, it is the answer to the question. Yes, it is because he don't want me to come to the States, or don't want to post nothing. He never posted
I
anything.
have a
It's
question
because,
for you though. I have a question for you though, because
yeah,
like to say there, like in theory, to say that you could blow up as big as him, like I get what you're
yeah,
saying. It's good to have that
yeah,
confidence, but like then again, why not do it, right? Do you think you're held back by your? I'm not gonna say your kids holding you back, but it's like you have
yeah,
to be in obviously the country to take care of your kid. Do you think that's why, and
yeah,
that's why you can't leave? Because if I were giving you advice, man, I'd just say, bro, just fucking get a fucking camera, go to fucking LA. I mean,
yeah.
it might set you back. I don't know how much flights are. I'd assume like $1 to $2 grand, but whatever. Go for like a fucking month and see what happens.
Yeah, nah, bro, I'll be so, bro, you're so right. Like, this is the thing I can say for myself, what I'm really bad at. So, like, obviously, I'm sitting here, like, all confident, saying, like, oh, I could blow up. But yeah, it's also like, okay, why are you not doing it, though? Like, you know what I mean? So that's, people be right about that, though. But I don't even want to use this as an excuse, but there's also things I'm dealing with right now at home. Like, first of all, I don't want to say on camera, but, that just kind of holding me back at the moment. So I'm kind of day by day, like literally walking around stressed, thinking like, when can I just get that kind of opportunity to just like go for it? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so it's like, yeah. So that's the only thing that I can say. Like, I should just come on, bro. But yeah. But back to
I
the,
personally think, there's no point in waiting for a perfect opportunity. And that's probably one
no,
thing
you're right.
you can take
You're right.
inspiration from your brother, because it's like,
Yeah.
seems like he wasn't in
Yeah.
the best situation. Seems like he was also homeless, or is that not true? Because I was seeing some clips that he was
Yeah.
homeless. So is that actually the case?
Nah, he was never homeless, bro. Like we I think that's just something he made up because of the, I don't know. And from what I remember, it was kind of in the early stage where he said it like, oh, I was homeless, or he said it maybe like now because he wanted to maybe like paint that picture like, oh yeah, I'm from the mud, like I'm from the ghetto. Like, nah, first off, we're not from the ghetto. Like, we have friends, obviously. I think everyone has people from the ghetto that you've been hanging around, but not like that though. And also, we born and raised in a very good, uh kind of like, how do you say, like all the surroundings, like growing up was always good. Like, mom had money, dad had money, maybe like not much, but it was never like we was broke. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think he kind of made that up just to get that little, be like, oh yeah, yeah, but now he made it though. Like, he made it out the mud. Yeah, but like it is still the mud, but not as with some people, struggling with, like, oh, growing up.
I
So
see.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
um
what one thing I actually saw him at the gym one time. It was crazy. Like he was
yeah,
on the treadmill, like way, way far back. I was like on the complete other side of the gym. I never like said anything. I actually like didn't even realize who it was until my buddy Shan started talking to him. But like this guy had like
okay,
the whitest teeth I've ever fucking seen. Does he? Are his
Yeah.
teeth real? Are your teeth real? You guys have like some white ass teeth, man.
Yeah, he's mine is real, but I feel like mine is not that white. But yeah, he's not. He I think he has like what is it called, like veneers.
So
I
he
don't know
has.
if it's veneers.
So he has veneers.
I don't know. I don't know if it's veneers, but or he just fixed his own teeth. I don't want to speak of that because I really don't know. But yeah, he done something with the teeth. Yeah, yeah.
Holy shit! No, cause bro, I'm not even saying this like in a weird way, but it was like I could literally see it from across the fucking gym, and like the gym.
Yeah, they white.
Bad.
Yeah,
Shit's crazy, man. Yeah, but
yeah.
you seem like a little bit more into the gym than he is. Like, what's your height and weight? You look pretty jacked, man.
Yeah, so I'm 6'3", yeah, around like 6'3". I'm 190 centimeters. I weighed like I think 91 or 92 kgs now. So yeah, but I've been working out for yeah, a couple years.
You natty, bro.
Am I actually chat? Am I natty or not? Or am I off that trend? No, I'm joking. I am natty. Yeah, I am natty.
Have you ever thought about taking any PEDs?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I
I've
think
been
every
close.
guy. I think every guy has.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, all the gym bros been going through that kind of, pat, be like, oh, should I not? But yeah, of course, I'm not thinking about it at the moment, but I'll be like, damn, I could, because I always wanted to compete, and also I've been thinking about like low key with social wise, just like risking it, just going crazy and just like look super insane. But
No, I mean, if
nah,
you actually are natty and you hopped on, you look pretty fucked, man. You got solid ass genetics. How about your brother? Is
yeah,
he natty?
yeah, my brother is that he got solid body too, but he's like more uh he's not skinny, but like he's more like, oh shit, I work out back to back.
Like
But
an athlete
it
sort of build.
yeah, kind of like athlete sort of build, yeah, I would say.
Yeah, my
But he also got him good to the next.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, man. So talk to me a little bit about kind of the upbringing because it seems like you guys were like really close, and then obviously you told me that
Yeah.
story how you guys kind of had a falling out. But what was it like growing up, and why do you think the relationship went sour as far as because like you said the story? So do you really just think that he kind of shut you out because he was like intimidated of like putting you on and kind of sharing that spotlight?
Yeah, so I don't want to say that. Okay, so for me personally, I think it's a mix of both. Both that because in the early stage of his career, he wanted to maybe like made it first, which I feel like he's done now. So I give that to him. Like I am genuinely super proud because at the end of the day, I am his brother.
Hmm.
But I think it's a mix of that and also I don't know, like he just, bro, I don't know what to. He usually just want to do his own thing. I feel like. But the thing is with him and me, like I said, upbringing wise, it's always been this way where he wanted to have his own stuff, his own friends. His friends couldn't be my friends because he felt like kind of intimidated by like maybe I was like the main character, or like the funny one, or he was the funny one. I was like, okay, but don't hang around my friends. So I feel like we both kind of like hard headed in that way. But the only thing, as I said to you before, is like I would love to be in that position where he is now, and also like put me on if I was him. You know what I mean? Because if I was him, I would be like, oh, you want to do this? Oh, well, let's do it. Then you can just come. Because especially now when he's up, you know what I mean? Because I think people twist that so much because imagine being, I don't know if you have siblings, but like you doing fitness now, you're doing really good. Like, and then your brother is kind of this same person, like Jack had the same opportunities, but he not just doing it. And he was like, okay, can we do maybe like some gym videos? He'd be like, nah, you have to start your own. You have to kind of show me that you wanted to do it. I'd be like, bro, like, what should I show? Like, I genuinely want to do it. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
so I don't know. Like I think it's just a mix of everything, and also he just want to be in the spotlight himself because he knows from growing up how it always used to be when he started to do something, and he brought me around, and he kind of like not disappeared, but like, oh, now there's two, there's not one. You know what I mean? I could give you an example though, and I don't care if I say this like on live, but so basically I've never he's been doing modeling, like really good, like actually, like for Vogue, for Burberry and stuff, even before like anything, just only from being seen on TikTok, like his only account he had before. So I remember I was like, maybe I should do some modeling. So I was like, okay, let me just text a few people on Instagram and post some pictures or whatever. So I remember this agency uh brought me over to Copenhagen in Denmark. It's like, because Malmö is like all the way down, so we just have a bridge between. So we just go by train. So I took the train over like 10 minutes, and I was at the agency, and so I come in, and I was about to take my portfolio picture or whatever it's called, and they was like, "Bro, you kind of look like someone." I was like, "Oh, okay, like it's like a celebrity or something." It was like, "Nah, like we had this guy a couple months ago, like he actually signed to this agency. His name is Marlon." I was like, I mean, there's probably not too many Marlins. Like, is it like, and then I said our last names. And it was like, yeah, how do you know? I was like, bro, that's literally my brother. It was like, no way. Are you actually lying? I was like, no, why? And listen to this. So this is just an example of like who he is and who I am. So they said that basically when he came in, they asked him, oh, do you have any siblings or something? He was like, yeah, I have sisters. Okay, why did he say that? Because if he said, no, I have a brother, okay, how old is your brother? Would they say, oh, no, he's the same age as me. How did he look like this? Okay, we'll bring him then. We want to work with both of you. Do you know what I mean? That's the example I'm just telling people now. Like this is the exact same situation we having playing soccer, playing basketball, doing TikTok, Twitch, modeling, same situation, different things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe he's worried if you blow up, it'll also split the fan base as well, right? Because, it's only so many hours in
That's
the
cool.
day. People want to watch
That's
both you guys. But also, why
that's
why
what
do
I'm
you
saying.
think, I actually have a question for you. Why do you think he
Yeah,
got so popular, right? Because I have a friend,
yeah,
Clavicular. I had him on
yeah,
stream. He was saying, I like, honestly, like, I don't watch. I just see clips, and I understand how, like, fucking popping is. So that's, why I'm even talking
yeah,
about him. But, like, I was like talking about him, same thing, and he's like, yo, Marlon's literally just attracted. Like he got famous based off his looks, right? So if you're
yeah,
obviously his brother, you look the same. I mean, to me, you look pretty much identical. You have like a bit more jacked and more tattoos, I think.
you know,
It's like, I mean, I would assume that
yeah,
that same fan base would go migrate over to you as well. But
yeah,
why do you
probably,
think
yeah.
he's successful? Like, do you think, is there something I'm not seeing? Do you think he's just attractive and that's why he's famous, or is it what's the
Mhm.
sauce?
So the sauce, I think the sauce is kind of like you say, but I don't know. Like he is, I mean, he is a funny guy. Like he has a little his own vibe. I feel like he's just a chill guy. So
Hmm.
I mean, watching him not as a brother. If I was like you or someone else, I would be like, oh, that's dope. But yeah, I would probably say as you though, like looks winning for sure when it comes to his upcoming, blowing up, whatever it is. But also, like, I want to give it to him. Like, he is a hardworking like person. Like
Hmm.
I would say that. So I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh yeah, he's all like looks. He just made it because he look. Nah, like he is good looking, no homo. But yeah, he's put in the work. He's been putting the work in for sure. Yeah. So, but yeah, when it comes to
No
like
homo, it's your
actually,
brother, man. Come on now.
but actually, yeah. So I would say looks. Yeah.
I saw something, this guy made a point where it was kind of like, is kind of based on his IRL streams, and I think like when he goes out, like girls walk up to him and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
basically saying like it's really interesting to see a man objectified the same way a woman is. But like I used to be a bouncer, like I used to work in nightlife. I'll see
Okay.
guys like you or him or whatever, and like genuinely like girls walk up to them, they do the most. And I feel like if you have a camera on that, that's like really interesting content to a lot of guys, especially the guys who don't get out much and sit in their basement
Yeah.
all day.
Just see
They
that.
kind of want to live vicariously through someone else. So hey, that's a video idea
100%.
or stream
Yeah.
idea for you. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, bro. So what do you want to do to blow up? Like let's forget about your brother for a second, because I mean at this
Yeah.
point I think it's established like he doesn't want to put you on until I guess maybe you show a little more in terms of like your own personal career or whatever. You just change your
Yeah.
mind, sure. So what's
100%.
your plan? Because now the ball is in your court. Now you have to figure out what you want to do to actually get
Yeah.
to that level. So where do you start? Like where are you gonna start?
Okay. So I'm gonna be completely honest now. If I could pick anything right now that I like, I actually feel like this is my passion. This is what I'm good at. This is what I could most definitely blow up at. That is 100% fitness. That is like what I actually want to do. And I'll be so real. I started to post quite often on TikTok. Like, I know maybe that's not only the platform I should have posted on, but like I never been too into Instagram, so I should have posted on Instagram too. But like me posting just some regular pumps or like you know, or I mean, like the gym videos for the gym bros, like I actually started to see people that like hitting me up, So I just feel like if I actually push that way further, I feel like that could be my thing, yeah. And then I could hop into that, yeah, and then I could hop into like, most of you guys do, like you're starting off maybe like on Instagram doing the little clips, and they'd be like, oh, I have an audience, oh, but let's put it on YouTube, oh, let's do clips. Do you know what I mean? So if I could pick anything, it would 100% be that. But back to the other stuff we was talking about before, it's like I just feel like, when you just have something literally in front of you that you could do right now and you could blow up, that would be the streaming though. Cause I feel like, okay, yes, fitness could also be a good thing, but like my kind of plan is, you see how Marlon does it now. Like he just started streaming. Now he's doing some YouTube, and everything will actually work just because you're already popular. So I feel like streaming right now will be the right way for me in, and then maybe people see me and should be like, oh, this guy's pretty jacked. Oh, okay, but let's sponsor him. Oh, you want to work out with me? Okay, but let's do that. Then I can kind of like at some point be like, oh, now you're quite popping in both kind of ways. So just pick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Or do like you do? You doing a little? What? My bad. What is it?
You're good. Continue.
Oh yeah, and then like maybe like you do like oh shit, I'm doing a little bit of streaming. Oh, I'm doing a little podcast. Oh, I'm doing a little like, you know what I mean, because you're just already in that kind of path and you have the right content. So do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I would say.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry to cut you off. Yeah, but well, I
Yeah.
just thought I'd toss this in here because like I've been doing this like 2 years now, and I've been able to actually make like a decent living off it with like not that many
Yeah.
followers. Like I kind of only recently started to blow up on certain platforms. Like my YouTube's like starting to do well.
Yeah.
Streaming, like I'm new to streaming, but something I noticed is like if you have an audience, like they'll give like your new content more of a chance if you want to branch out. Now, with that being said, like you
Yeah.
gotta give people like the content they want, because ultimately, like if they don't watch
Yeah.
it, if they're uninterested, it's not gonna perform well on the algorithm. That doesn't
100%.
matter who
Yeah.
you are. I mean, it might like you might have like, let's say, 1 million followers and your video gets like, say, like I don't know, 100,000 views if it's like a bad video.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, it's still 100,000 views, but at the end of the day, if it was a better video, it would have gotten 1 million or 2 million.
100%.
To grow.
Yeah.
So you gotta, I mean, pretty stock standard advice there, but like I wouldn't even worry like at your stage like about like branching out, doing all these different things. I just say focus on like what's getting you like the results in that moment, and then once you calm down, then like you said, once you get that large following, then you can kind of start to do new things. But I think fitness would be a really easy niche for you to go up in, actually, to be honest.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, we could talk about it later, but especially with the look you have, like you have like a very good aesthetic, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's not like one of those builds that's like, holy shit, this guy's like roided out as fuck. Like it's like someone like you want to look like, like if I was like skinny and started the gym, I'm not looking at like fucking Ronnie Coleman as like my inspiration, because it's like, yo, I'm fucking white, I can never look like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like if I look at like someone like you or whatever, and I'd be like, oh, okay, like maybe I can look like this guy, he's natural, whatever, right? So that definitely be cool. And you could do coaching. There's a lot of ways to make money in fitness, man.
Exactly. Yeah. But that's exactly what I'm thinking about too.
Yeah. 100%, bro. Yeah, do you have anything else you want to say, talk about, anything like that? Any how do you say, any controversies you'd like to nip in the
put out there?
You could start some beef, man. You could end some beef, who knows, whatever you want.
Yeah. Nah, literally, the only thing I want to say is that like there's literally no hard feelings when it comes to me, my brother. I generally feel like it's just a sad thing. Do you know what I mean? It's like I know the thing is like I know he sees the bigger picture himself. Like I know, because we've been we've been texting a little bit back and forth. Like now it's been a while, but like since the incident, like afterwards, we had like a couple months where we did not speak, and then I reached out to him, and then he reached back, but it was only through text, you know. But I mean, we was arguing and stuff, but you can also tell like he like I know how he thinks when he like put that phone down, and he knows everything about me because we like literally like this, you know. So I just know there's literally no hard feelings between none of us. I just generally feel like it's super sad that we can't do anything together, you know. And one thing I just wonder, if I was big enough as he like wanted me to, or whatever, like would he still do it though? Do you know what I mean? So that's why I don't even want to sit here and say like, oh yeah, it's because like, oh, like I'm gonna clout chase. Like maybe he actually don't want to do it. Like I don't know, but
I don't know.
so I just want to say,
I guess you make that judgment when it gets to that point, and then you see the.
yeah, that's exactly that's yeah. So time will tell for sure. And like I said, I'm not gonna rush anything, but at the same time, like you told me, like it's kind of like not like a rush, but it's like, bro, you have to also put that work in. You can't sit here wait for like, oh yes, today you're gonna blow up. Nah, bro, you gotta just like you said, grab a camera, buy the ticket, and just go.
Because
Like,
that's the thing, bro. People are gonna watch you. They're gonna say, "Oh, he's clout chasing." You know, his brother.
Yeah.
Is, you know,
Yeah.
if really that would be the case if you just sat here and you're like, "Oh, he's not putting me on," and then you're not doing anything
Myself, yeah.
yourself to like build your audience and stuff like that.
Actually build it, yeah. And I feel like it's low key about to get to that point soon, because I've been promoting it, maybe like my Twitch and stuff on, and people are like, yeah, you're always promoting it and you're hating your brother, but then like you're not doing anything. So that's low key like with me. I actually see that, because I would be like, bro, you cannot sit here and say like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take over, or like I'm gonna be bigger than, but yeah, but put the work in then, like, you know. So but yeah, so that's the only thing I have to say. I don't have like nothing else, you know, crazy. But yeah, that's it, man, for me.
All right, bro. Well, it's good talking to you, and then the recording.
Yeah, good talks.
Yeah. So, like I said, this was kind of obviously Marlin's one of the biggest streamers. We have his brother on, and honestly, closing remarks. I'd like to see you guys like Jake and Logan Paul. You know, like they have their own thing going on, but you know they'll come on each other's podcasts. It's they have like a bit of a rivalry, but it's also like. You know, at the end of the day, they're working together and building something cool, right? So that's I'd like to see it all play out ideally. Guys.
I mean,
drop your comments down below, and what do you want to say? Last thing?
Nah, I literally just wanted to say that, but when you spoke about Logan Paul and Jake Paul, like if you wanted to box me, though, I'll be down for that, though.
You would box him?
Yeah, I would box him 100%.
You. Interesting. Well, I mean,
so I will put that offer out there. Like, I mean, I'm not rich, so I can't put up no crazy money, but like we could for sure like arrange something, because I know that for sure will bring a crowd. I think so. Yeah.
Jesus.
I look want to call him out though.
Wow. Do you think you would win that?
Yeah, 100%.
100%. How did it go down when you guys would fight as kids back in the living room?
I mean, that was back in the day though, so that was always like back and forth. But we you know what? We never actually fought. That's the crazy part. Like we never like actually, you know, fought, you know. But so I would say, yeah.
Do you have any experience like boxing, or you just would train like for just?
Yeah, nah. I mean, I feel like we both been training a little bit boxing, like growing up with friends and, you know, back to back. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say like I'm a good one, but like I could, you know, definitely get that training in. Yeah. You know, lose a couple kgs, you know, get a little lighter, and then come running for sure.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I would not recommend boxing your brother. It would be good for views and clout and all that, but like, bro, from a family perspective, bro, if you knock him out or he knocks you out, that's something.
I know, but it will actually. Yeah, no, of course. I'm not saying that as that. Like, but I'm just saying, like, it will be. I mean, you know, just a fall, like a little Logan Paul, Jake Paul thing. You know, just for, you know, half, a little, you know, little in the bank, get that bag quick. But yeah,
interesting. Would you do MMA?
Like with him?
Just in general, but yeah, with him could be.
Okay, that's kind of insane though, because that's like actually killing my brother, you know.
Oh shit.
But yeah, No, I would not do that. No MMA stuff. Like I would do like regular boxing. Yeah, yeah.
If you were to box, okay, who are your top 3 influencers you would potentially like to box?
Oh shoot, that's a crazy one. Cause you know what? The thing is, I don't even shit that really need to think about that. I might box like streamers though, like some sort of streamers.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Gotta call it
who
Duke
been box?
Dennis, man.
Oh yeah, people said that to me the early like bro, because I've people been always making jokes on TikTok live with me saying like, bro, who would you actually box? I would be like, I don't know. I could do it with my brother for fun, just like a little entertaining stuff if he was down. But then when people was like, oh, should you box Duke Dennis? I was like, yeah, I feel like that's like the only one I could low key box, yeah, like running with, because he's quite big too. Like not big, like I'm way bigger than him, but I'm just saying like he's like up in my. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more of like
Yeah,
a frame thing.
more yeah, I feel. I mean, the thing is like my brother, he's still big though, so I don't even know if I would actually win it, but because it's not only about size and nothing like that, so I know that, but I could say if I should run it with some, I would say yeah, from AMP, maybe like Duke Dennis. I've been seeing Jay Cinco too. I've seen him box people and stuff. Maybe he could run it, but like he's quite small though. So I don't know if that's like, but yeah, maybe like Duke Dennis.
All right, Cosmo versus Duke Dennis coming up. All right,
Come
hope
on.
to see it. Best of luck, brother. We'll talk soon.
Like, yes, sir,
Uh,
bro.
Comment down below any thoughts, concerns, anything like that, and I will catch you guys later. Bye bye. All right, here, just
Bye.
stay on the line.
Yep.